You'll get through it.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see.
Content of this meeting is being sent to a third party. Okay, I'm saying got it. Meaning it's probably going to Facebook.
It's
Yeah.
going to Facebook.
Meeting is now streaming live on Facebook. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah.
You'll get through it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I actually can see it on the
You
Facebook.
see that?
Okay, hang on. Yeah.
You'll get through it.
Oh, I actually can see it on the Facebook.
See that?
Okay, hang on. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I actually can see it on the Facebook. Okay, hang on. Okay, things are going crazy right now. Just
Was that live? Are we live right now? I think we
we are
might be.
live. Okay, hang on. I gotta close it on my computer. Okay. So, hi, everyone, students. This is a very unique situation. Now I have to try and see. Now I have to try to figure out how to access my students because it was showing it on Facebook, but it was echoing because I had it on. Okay, just a minute, Dee. And students. Everyone, say
Hi, everyone.
hi to Dee. I'm still trying to figure this out. I can't even see if anybody's joining us. I know it's only been a few minutes. I usually wait a few minutes anyways before, I start really getting into things because
Yeah,
give people time to join. So maybe while I'm trying to figure out how to access anybody who's joining, I just want to introduce Dina Kruger, my total partner in crime and buddy, who is up in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. Hi, Dee.
Hi.
So for those of you who don't know Dina Kruger, if you're a new student, you probably haven't heard of her yet. But if you are a student of mine, I'm sure you've heard me talk about her for the last couple of years because Dina is the mastermind behind helping me create my acrylic paint line and art supplies. So we've been planning this for a while, haven't we, Dee?
We have been actually, and I just have to say, well, and again, we don't know. I don't even know if anyone's live and listening to us right now, but that's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. So, yeah, I just want to say hello to all of Yvette's students, and yeah, it has definitely been quite the wild journey the last couple of years. And anyone who does pop into this live or does see this afterwards, I do want to give a really, really, really big heartfelt thank you for those of you who have purchased the Yvette's art supply bundle or her paints and the brushes and the watercolor paper and that cute little tote bag too, right? Like how cute is that guy?
Super cute.
I know we had to do the tote bag.
We had to stick Ollie in there.
We had to stick Ollie in there, exactly. When Yvette, I don't know. I feel like her and I have known each other forever, but it's really only been a couple years. I don't know, what, like 3,
Well,
4
I
years?
think
Four?
it's been longer than that because we connected before I moved to Texas and it's been 4 years now. So time's flying by. It only feels like 2 years, but time's flown by.
It's almost like it has and it hasn't at the same time. It's just been this wild ride. But is it working? Can you see?
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
for those of you that are just joining me, there actually is a little bit of a delay. So we can recant anything that we don't mean to say, but I won't be able to delete it. But anyways, so once there are some people joining me live, so this is an interesting situation for me because I've never done a live where I bring on a guest. And if you join me on Monday's live, I was talking about how I want to do this more on my Monday live, but bring in students. So Dee was delighted to be my guinea pig to try this whole process. So
yeah.
I have you on my computer through Zoom. So I figured out how to stream on Zoom, but on my phone, I've got the live up so that I could actually see my students if they're commenting. So Wanda's joining us. Thank you, Wanda.
Hi,
Yes,
Wanda.
we are. So if you are joining us, please, like always, just say hello so we can do a little shout out. And Wanda, I don't know if you just joined us, and a couple more people have joined us. Hi, Sue. Good morning. So Sue and Wanda, say hello.
Hello, Sue and Wanda.
So for those of you who kind of missed the intro, this is Dina Kruger. She is the owner and CEO of the creative company up in Thunder Bay, Ontario. She is the mastermind and manufacturer of my product line, my acrylic paints, my brushes, my paper, and we were talking about Ollie. And anyways, I wanted to introduce you to Dee. I'm repeating myself because
That's okay.
there's people doing. So say hello, Dee, again.
Hello. Hello, everyone. So,
Joanne Joanne from Quebec is joining us as well. So we've
hi,
got,
Joanne. We got Joanne, Sue, and Wanda. Good morning.
yep,
So I was just saying on the live when we got on at the beginning is just I just again a huge thank you to those of you who have been purchasing Yvette's supplies through our company, the creative company in Canada here. Um, it's just been such a joy, and it's always been a dream of Yvette's to have a branded paint line. And when her and I kind of got together and got talking, and I don't know, maybe I should give a little history of like the creative company and how we even got to.
yeah, I think that's a great idea. Let's start there because people are probably wondering how this happened. You know, a lot of my students wonder how I get product into the marketplace. And I always tell them how it's great to connect with local businesses and people in your community. It's a great place to start. So I'd love for Dee to share. She's going to share a little back history of how we met, and then she'll get into how we got to where we are. Oh,
Okay,
Dee.
Yvette, this is what it's like when Yvette and I have our messenger coffee talk like 2 times a week at least. We just like ramble on
We
a
hammer.
chat. Um, but yeah, it's kind of neat. Like, and and I can actually probably resonate with a lot of you who are going to be on this call because 8 years ago, we'll even like flashback even before then. I don't know, I'm like 12 years old. I'm 40 now, and I've always loved art. It's always been something that I've really enjoyed doing. It's something that I always gravitated to when I was in school. I never went to school for art, but I'm just like, we'll go back to even like high school days when I used to play sports a lot. And after school, you'd always find me hanging out in the art room and just kind of like doodling and like working on my projects. And it was kind of always just something I kind of loved to do when I was younger. And then flash forward, life starts to happen, and generally your art gets pushed off to the side, and that's kind of what happened in my life as well. And but then, I just had just an epiphany when I was in my mid 20s. Well, actually, almost late 20s. I don't know. I'm gonna again, this happens. I ramble a lot. I'll
That's
start thinking.
okay. No, like typically it's me rambling by myself for an hour and a half. So I'm loving just sitting here and listening to your
You're
story.
letting someone else do the rambling. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, and I started I kind of dipped my toe in when I was 24. I started painting again, and I did a calendar to raise money for the Cancer Society in my local city in Thunder Bay here. So I'm a cancer survivor myself, and I wanted to kind of do something to give back, and I was pulled to get in touch with what I enjoyed doing as a hobby at that stage. So I was like, I'm going to start painting again. And I painted a couple pieces, did a calendar, and we raised some money, and it was great. It kind of got me kind of back in there. Then flash forward, like, I don't know, almost another decade. And I'm like,
We're talking
I
about too many decades here.
I know, but I'm like, then I tell my husband, I think I'm just gonna quit my job and I'm gonna open an art gallery with
But
three
wait, you
strangers.
were in corporate too, right?
Well, no, I was in sales. I was in direct
That's for a
sales.
big corporation. So you had like, you were working for somebody else in
Hmm.
sales. You had like income coming. It was like one of those secure jobs.
Yeah, yeah, and I wasn't loving it anymore. I was like, I could take the effort that I'm putting into this and I can turn it in and I'm gonna shift it towards something that I love to do. And I'm gonna get into art. Why not? So I started a little art gallery in Thunder Bay, Ontario, 7 years ago. And there was three of us at the time. And one of our business partners, it ended up kind of not being for her, so she went on her own way. And then Steve Giroux at the time was with me at the beginning, and we've kind of been sticking it out from day one. But what was really cool, and this is where I'm gonna like tie it into like anyone who's listening to this right now, is like I had zero art experience whatsoever. I just kind of enjoyed art and creating. And we started this gallery thinking that, oh, we could sustain ourselves as artists and just sell artwork. And we kind of struggled a little bit, so we started teaching, and that was really kind of cool. So that was kind of the almost like evolution for us. So we started teaching and sharing, and I know like Yvette, honestly, you guys have one of the best teachers in the world with Yvette. She is so good, and she is
You make
truly at the
me
top of,
blush.
yeah, she's at the top of her game. Like she'll never talk about this or talk about herself like this, but like no one, like she's phenomenal. And she loves sharing and she loves her students so much. She always talks about you guys and she's always so proud of like all your creations that you share in the page, and just the progress that a lot of you are making, or even just taking the time to create. Like that's the secret too, right? Just taking the time to create.
Yeah.
But so I know I'm kind of again going off on a little tangent, but I had to pump Yvette there a little bit because she's
Yeah,
just
I'm
so,
tearing up a bit too. It's really weird.
yeah,
I'm
like,
emotional today.
especially like, she's been doing it for so long, and just to share all of her like tips and tricks and knowledge and passion is a gift, right? And it's a gift that her and I even get to work together at this stage of our lives right now, and how we found each other, I'm getting to there. So um yeah, we just actually, Yvette, I carried one of your art books in the gallery, remember?
Oh yeah, like the one of my
Like
first published books.
your first
I
published
it
book.
was a collaboration, collaboration that I did with another artist in Arizona, and we did these large. We actually had a show, and the book came from the show, but we did these massive 5 foot by 3.5 foot paintings together, like simultaneously. Like I don't. The, working together with an artist is one thing, but when you're working on the same canvas and you have two totally different styles, that was a really interesting experience. I mean, like we did butt heads, but then we got in sync and this beautiful collection came out of it. And because I'm like I'm a very technical artist and she was very like wabi sabi, like grungy abstract artist. So we used her grungy backgrounds and then I did these loose kind of animal, it was called Mystical Southwest. Anyways, so that's probably one of the, like I'd known, I was connected to Dee on Facebook because I grew up in the city that she lives in. So we have a lot of the same circle of friends. So, I'm connected to a lot of people that I went to art school with there who have owned businesses. And Dee happened to own a business and you were connected. I think it was
Leona.
Leona, yeah. And the Painted Turtle owner, Call. Oh,
Oh,
what's her name?
Lorraine.
Lorraine Paul. I went to university with her. So
Yeah.
I, I naturally I friended Dee and I had this book come out and I was like trying to find ways to distribute it. I was distributing it on Amazon. It's still on Amazon. If you ever want to see like something totally weird and different from me, go check it out. But we
Totally
like,
not normally Yvette,
no,
but
not Yvette. But like it was really cool because we had these stories to go with each image. So when you go through the book, you see this like mystical image and really connected to Mother Nature and the universe. I mean, like the artist I was working with was a Reiki master and we did yoga together. So we were very into like the spiritual, like universal kind of connection between animals and all this. So we wrote these little stories to go with it. And I reached out to Dee and I said, hey, want to help an artist out? She said, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do some. So
So that really truly, that was our first interaction,
yeah,
right?
it
So,
was.
again, to any student who's watching this or, wanting to get your artwork out there, that was like, 7 years ago for Yvette and I. And now, like, at that stage, could we have told you how we'd be working together today? Absolutely not. We could never have imagined where we are today together, but it's just kind of like dipping your toe in there, asking someone to, carry your prints or your originals somewhere, and you never know what it can turn into. And I think that's the beauty right there is, I said yes to carrying that book, and then, flash forward to 2020 for us. So I'll like jump
Can
into
I,
kind of,
yeah, let me interject for a minute because this is something I discuss a lot with my students and they're always asking me, how do I get my work out there? I really do practice what I preach. I'm not all talk and I'm very transparent with my journey and I've talked about my struggles. But this is a situation I think you guys are really going to love to hear the full story because like Dee said, I mean, she took a chance just carrying some wacky books of mine and you will see the progression of where it led to in the future come 7 years down the road. I mean, there's been little like it's like this, right? So I'm gonna throw it back to Dee. I just wanted to, kind of chime in there. But I did want to say, Dee, there's lots of comments coming in. People are commenting how much they love your customer service. So
oh,
I wanted,
yay.
yeah, Wanda, she says, I love your
Oh,
customer
Wanda.
service and was so excited when my paint set came in. It was like Christmas morning. So I
Oh,
did want to let you guys know that because Dee's customer service team is phenomenal. I mean, they know how important you guys are, and she does go above and beyond whatever concerns you guys have. We've addressed it and we've done things to help. So I know we're going off,
aw.
but
Thank you, Wanda. I really appreciate that. I'm so happy that you loved your paints and everything ended up working out. And I know I should get Simone to sneak in here so she can come on and say
yeah,
hello.
when you're done telling your story, we're gonna bring Simone in.
Oh,
She's
Simone
the
in.
one answering all, so you can put a face to the beautiful face behind the lovely personalities.
Yeah, yeah. And we're a small team here in Thunder Bay where there's 7 of us total, myself and 6 others. So we got 7 people on our crew here. And we've grown a lot in the last 2 years. It was just 2 of us. It was just, like, and we've just kind of been growing along the way. But it's really, really important for us to make sure that you love your product. If there's something wrong with it, for us to fix it. We know that here and there we had a couple little issues with the brushes, so we are going to be getting that fixed again, like to make sure that the quality just gets to that next top level. Um,
I don't mean to cut you off because we're gonna get to the products and we'll talk about,
yeah,
you chime in on all
I
that after, but I know, I like, imagine I'm the one wrangling you in.
good job, Yvette. Good job. All right, no, I know. I'll get back.
Okay,
I
so
didn't.
the books went into the creative and then
Yeah,
because we're talking about the story, how we met
yeah,
and how all this came into full fruition. So Dee was sharing her journey, how she started with the company. Now I'm rambling. And then we got the books and then we got off track.
yeah.
So
So I'll get to 2020 because that's where everything changed for us. So I originally started um, a business called The Creative in 2017. And at that, just before the pandemic, we were operating an art gallery and retail space. And I had like a 4,000 square foot teaching space. So we were doing events and all this stuff in our local city, trying to manage these 2 businesses. It was a little bit wild, and luckily we had made the decision to kind of close the gallery just before the pandemic, and we were going to primarily focus on teaching. Well, we all know how that went. So the world shuts down,
uh,
and great, we can't do anything. So in early 2020, I'm going to say in around April, in my local city, a lot of our followers, but again, everything that you do along the way starts to really show up for you later. And that's kind of, I think, going to be, the full circle of this story, even with Yvette and I, because if we didn't teach and get out in the community and like do the fundraisers, have all the group art classes that we did, we wouldn't have had the following that we did locally, and we wouldn't have had the support for people who wanted to keep us in business. So all of our students who followed us, myself and Steve, wanted to see our business stay alive. So they were like, make us paint kits that we can do at home. We want something to do at home. We want to still be creative at home. Can you do these for us? We said, okay, let's do it. And I'm like, no joke, we were like hand drawing images on canvases. We were buying paints from our local paint store and like squeezing them into like these tiny little baby pots. We were just like sourcing as much materials as we could at that time to put take home paint kits together. And that actually blew up our business in a way that I never really saw coming. So we started moving them in bulk for schools and community groups who were looking for activities for team building and for things for the students to be doing or for families to be doing at home. And we really dug into that. And that actually, it saved our business at that time, but then it also led the groundwork to where we are today, 4 years later. So during that period, Yvette and I started talking again. And actually, it was funny because I was going to start to work with an artist that was outside of my normal, just me and Steve. And I was like, Yvette, I need to do like a contract. I think I'm going to need to do like a licensing contract. And in my mind, I was like, who do I know that does art licensing? I was like,
Uh-oh. Dee, you froze. Something happened here. Oh, can you hear me, Dee?
there? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you froze.
Is it
So
okay?
everything's okay. Now we have to just backpedal. You said you were working with an outside artist and you were thinking about licensing. So that's where we were at.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I had an artist that was going to come in that wasn't just, me and Steve, and I wanted to be able to make sure I did things correctly. And I had never licensed with anyone before or asked to use another artist's images. So I started thinking in my head, who do I know that does this? And Yvette popped up in my mind, and I Facebook messengered her, and messenger her, and we just hit it off like instantly. And she was just like a wealth of knowledge, and she's like, this is what you're going to want to do. And she taught me all about licensing, and I got a contract with that artist, and actually he's on our website still today, Kevin Belmore. That was when we brought in Kevin. And yeah, Yvette helped me with that. And then I was like, hey, you want to do paint kits?
Well, I tried, and this is okay. So I'm just gonna like be very transparent here. I tried a few, and I wasn't really hitting the nail on the head. So here's to show, because you have to understand, like my specialty is wall decor, like interior design. So I'm trying to create this paint kit, and I didn't really understand like the process and how, the very simplified designs and stuff. So I designed a few, and Dee's like, yeah, okay. And then next, and I could tell, okay, it wasn't really what she wanted. Next, we tried and tried and tried. I think kind of maybe put it on hold for a while too, because there were other things going on that we could focus on. Like Yvette just didn't nail it. But this is the journey, right? Like, I mean, years go by, we start focusing on what we are good at, and that she'll talk about that next.
That's right. Exactly. And a lot of times you don't get it right the first time, even with us, but I think the key is to just keep going and adapting and trying something different. And yeah, eventually
listening to what your client wants too, because when like you have to remember, if they're saying that it's not what they're looking for, or they're not, you have to ask questions. Well, what are you looking for? How do your artists or what will help make this process successful? Like, tell me exactly what you need, because it's that open communication. and researching too, like going on their website, like I had to really look into like how Steve and Kevin were designing the kits, even Dee, like they they had a reason for doing the kits the way they did it. And it was the way that everybody could enjoy painting these kits. Like I
Mhm.
was maybe looking at things a little too technical and too detailed, but you know, they had to simplify it down. So this is just a testament to not give up and don't be afraid to have those conversations to ask them even if you feel like they've given up on you, don't give up on yourself. Prove to them that you can do it and take their input and keep trying and keep trying and keep submitting. Because if you keep trying and keep trying and submitting, you will at some point get it right. You might not get it right away. It might be like in a month, it might be in 2 years, but you have to allow yourself that room to grow because it is about growing.
Yeah, no, 100%. You totally like hit the nail on the head there, Yvette. Like,
And a
and
lot of nails today.
a lot of nails. Yeah. And it's true because even like, and I haven't really thought about this journey with us until actually having this conversation right
No,
now.
right.
It has been like an evolution, right? And yeah, so it's whatever your licensing partner or person that you're looking to work with, it's like this dance. It's like a relationship, right? And at first, maybe it just maybe might not fit, and but doesn't mean it's not right, or you guys can't, you know, you're not going to vibe eventually. It just kind of eventually it gets there, right?
Yeah.
Um, and it's just, yeah. And now, like now, if I'm like, oh, Yvette, we need these paint kits done, she knows like exactly what we're looking for. Because when it comes to that, it again, they just need to be designed in a certain way so that the person painting it can add all their own creativity to it after. And yeah, so it's kind of wild because we started with that, and then because we had been working so hard to with our suppliers and our manufacturers to get a really high quality paint, that was something that we were struggling with actually in Canada at first. So we ship a lot to a lot of cold areas, like in the north, and where we got winter. We got
All the
winter.
winters. And I
We
mean,
got,
you're even shipping more north than Thunder Bay. So
oh
like
yeah.
the Northwest Territories or like, you know, the plains and look at me talking like old school, the plains, like Alberta and Saskatchewan.
Yeah, like
Like
we're
we're like
going to
all
like, yeah, places where like we are like minus 40, for like,
Celsius, you guys.
oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Too cold.
And just
Very.
cold, below freezing. Let's just put it that way. We got below freezing temps for like a couple months of the year, and a lot of our clients are buying for their communities up there, and we needed to have a really good quality paint that would stand the test of time and the temperatures. So we kind of, and it's taken a couple of years of going back and forth and going back and forth and getting it. But Yvette has played a massive, massive role in helping get it to that extra awesome quality that it's at right now. And back and forth, back and forth. And if Yvette, I'm sure her students, like, she needed it to work just a certain way to do a bunch of certain things that just
In all
made her
my
that.
techniques, I'm like, I don't want to use three different paints. I want one paint everybody can use three different ways. How about that?
How
She's like,
about that?
okay, how do we do that? I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out, right, Dee?
That's right.
Dee's like my biggest cheerleader because she's like, you are like a mom because you, even though I'm older than you, she never says no. She's always encouraging. She's like, okay, if that's what you want, let's do this. We'll get it right. And how many times did we get the sample? And I'm like, oh my God, Dee, like I don't want to sound like, it's just not there yet. And you're like, it's okay, we go back, we get another sample, we rework it. I'm like, really? Because it costs money every time we have to run samples, doesn't it, Dee?
Yeah, I know. That's like my expensive child. So just like, no, not right. Do it again. I'm like, all right, do it again. Yeah, but you know what? We couldn't be happier with the end result. And we know it's taken some time. And I know a lot of you, you know, hung in there. A lot of you like pre-ordered a couple months ahead of time before it was even ready. And that was super appreciated because it really helped with our production. Being a smaller business, right? We don't have huge coffers of money that we can just be putting out, you know, for months at a time without it coming back. So we're going at the pace that we can, and our company is growing, and we are hoping, you know, to be able to just keep growing alongside with, you know, along this journey, right?
Yeah, everything that we're doing. And so like we fast forward today. So our first like paint run collection. Oh, okay.
Oh no, keep going. It was like a year ago.
Yeah, yeah, that's where I was getting at. Is yeah, a year ago today we launched the Tropic Vibe collection. Wait, not I don't want to say today, but it was last month we pre-launched, pre-ordered,
In
launched
March.
in
March of
March of last year. So yeah, just literally a year ago. And we didn't get the shipment. Actually, I was up in Thunder Bay when the shipment came, didn't it? To our warehouse in
in
Wisconsin.
July. I think so, yeah.
Or maybe I just left. But anyways, that was exciting. We just started shipping out, yeah, in July. Like it hasn't even been a year
Yeah.
that these products have been out. So now so if we started in July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, and we're April. So 9 months ago was our first massive order we started. Now, fast forward, we have how many new colors coming?
I 16. 16.
She's like, maybe we just do 8. Then I'm
I
like,
know. I was like, how about we do 8 new colors? But Yvette wanted 16, my expensive child. So she goes, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna. It's so funny because I had that conversation with my daughter this morning, how she's my expensive child. She just cost me so much money. But we always joke about that. But yeah, no, we went from 8 because of course we wanted larger bottles to come out. Like it's not just coming out with the new paints. We have to start reordering now and keeping in stock because that's the point you're at right now. So, you know, miracles happen. And aside from restocking, I'm like, hey, Dee, we need some new colors.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, so we're gonna
somehow I magically got 14 or 16. 16?
16. So you're gonna have 30 Yvette St.Amant colors, like all together. Yeah. We're
Yeah.
hoping August. August is the plan.
So what
So
is the plan? So we've got the box set. We decided we weren't going to do another box set because we want you guys to enjoy like adding to your collection and selecting colors that you love. So
yeah.
we're going to sell individually. And this is all from listening to all your feedback through the Facebook group, of course. Everybody who's enjoyed the paints and you've got favorite colors and you want to replenish, but just in that color. And maybe you want to add to your collection.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so we, you know, we toyed around the idea of like another box set with those 16, but yeah, like Yvette said, you already got your Tropic Vibe box set, so now, you know, rather than having you buy a whole other new one, you can just add some colors that you want to maybe try out and go from there. But so we are doing a reorder of the Tropic Vibe box set because, you know, for all of Yvette's students and her future students who are doing all of her courses, she's painting a lot of her courses in those colors. So we want people to be able to get those for classes. And then going forward, all of these 30 colors, so the 14 Tropic Vibe and then the 16 new ones, you're going to be able to purchase individually in 250 ml bottles. So I know and you know what, this was hard because Yvette and I really loved I know, we love those 500 mils, right? But they're expensive to ship. Okay. It's a lot of paint and 500 mil adds up. So if you threw like, you know, 10 of those in your cart, and shipping would just be expensive. Shipping is expensive these days. It's
Well, and
crazy.
then yeah, the price of
The
them for
price
you guys would be a
would
lot
be,
more. So it would take you a while to gain your collection. So we wanted to make it more feasible as well.
yeah. So
Give you a little more.
we're gonna do the 250 ml bottle. So They're going to have black lids actually though. But anyway, so 250 ml bottle. So if you look at your your little 60 ml that you get in your Tropic Vibe, it's like 4 times the paint,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they're going to ship a lot nicer. This will last a long time still for you. And you'll be able to, throw it whatever colors you want in your cart at that time and try them all out. So we're excited about that.
I know. And I wanted to mention too, like I really wanted to make sure that you guys, for those that love to mix your own colors, I know I don't have courses where I really teach how to mix colors. Like I might mix a few of my colors, and I do have a color mixing guide on my website, by the way, for those of you that haven't received it. It's free on my website in the VIP section, free membership. You can download my color mixing guide for my Tropic Vibe collection. And I'll do one for the new colors too, but I really wanted to make sure that I had colors that were going to help you mix a larger variety of colors. So I've thrown in some primaries, but unique blends of them. So I do have like 2 reds. I've got a couple oranges, blues, and then we've got secondary colors too. Like we've got plums and eggplants, and then I've got like a beautiful kind of cottage collection of some pastels. And then we've got a fall collection. I kind of call it my Mediterranean collection because there's like, it's those like rustic kind of reminds me of spices, like mulberry and
Yeah, you got a pumpkin in here.
pumpkin and those yummy. So now we've got so many colors. We've got like tropic and there's blues for coastal. I mean, you can do anything now. So I have thought about that. So you guys will have like some reds and blues and yellows, some new yellows too, that you can, play around and mix new colors, or maybe add them even to the existing colors to deepen them or brighten them up. So hope you guys are happy with them. I love them.
We love them.
I've changed my mind a few times. I just
Yeah.
wanted you to get that order out so I could stop changing my mind. Like
I know it's done. It's the order. We are
done.
in production, so you can't make any more changes.
Okay, good, because that's what I need to hear. Because I'm using these colors, you guys. I have actually, how many paint samples do I have? Like 70 between all the paint samples we got?
Yeah, there's lots. Yeah.
So I'm painting with them every day. And so I'm like using combinations like, oh, maybe I should add this to the collection. Well, I already have 16. And then you have to figure out which one. I already had to pull a couple to get some new colors in.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well,
what do you have to deal with?
Yeah. Well, and then we have like our creative company colors too. So we're gonna have 20, we have 22 colors on our end. Well, I mean, I guess black and white doesn't really count. So 20 colors from us and 30 from on the Yvette St.Amant line. And so it's like over 50 colors.
Yeah.
A lot of color choices. And it's hard when you're an artist because we just want to do it all.
Yeah. You want every color and every shade. And
yeah. But in a way, it's probably good that I am an artist because I can relate with Yvette. I'm like, yeah, we do need that color. It's beautiful.
I know you do understand. If you were like just business minded and not creative, you'd be like, no,
yeah,
stick with the program, Yvette. So everybody's super excited, seeing comments come in. They can't wait.
Oh, yay.
Wanda and Nancy, you guys are very excited. Let's see. Wanda says she was so amazed at how quickly you took care of the brush issue. We'll talk about that after because we're still on the paint. Yeah. Also had a wonderful interaction with and assistance with customer service issue, minor customer service issue, Joanne. So she appreciates that. We love you, Joanne.
Oh, thank
Wanda,
you,
what's the name of the book?
You should put a link. You should put a link in there after.
Mystical Southwest. It's on Amazon. Just Google it or go into Amazon and put my name and you'll see all my books come up and stuff.
Well, since we're on the paint, I do want to, should I talk about your paint kits?
Yeah, let's show them the paint kits, the little mini paints you get in them.
I know. Well, and this is kind of cool because For those of you, I know there's a few of you that have been emailing in and asking Simone, like, when can we get the bigger bottles? When can we reorder? Some of you are
Someone
like,
just asked when do pre-orders open?
well, I know, actually, funny story. I think we might actually do a little pre-order sale, maybe about like 4 weeks before they're going to drop into our warehouse and give some special deals to those who order them first. And then again, at the end of the day, that also helps us a little bit as well, too, doing that ahead of time. So we got a little plan. So we'll keep you posted. We'll keep you posted. But in the
Don't ask
meantime,
me what the plan is because I don't know, but I'm
I'm
sure
still
she'll
figuring
tell me.
I'm still figuring out the
Yeah,
plan. So
I'm gonna let you do that.
but we do have one.
Okay,
Kind of. It's brewing. It's brewing up here. So
percolating.
it's percolating. Yeah. But some of you are like holding on to your last little drops of your 60 ml bottles because you're just waiting to like reorder. So what you could do, and what I think would be really fun, is I don't know if anyone has been on our site to actually check out Yvette's paint kits. I know a lot of people, you go in, you write in on the supply sheet, do your thing, and away you go, and that's cool too. Thank you. But I would check out our paint kits online because we have 8 Yvette St. paint kits on our website right now. And I'll show you what they look like. And what's really cute is you get a whole bunch of little mini Yvette St. paint bottles. So
With the, yeah,
this is your 60 ml. Look how cute this little guy is.
30 mils.
A little 30 ml, right?
It's the baby paint.
The baby paint.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have to show the baby bear, mama
I
bear,
know.
papa bear.
I know this is eventually what it's gonna look like. We're
Look at
hilarious.
the 3 little
Look at the
sides.
little baby, the middle, and then these will be the big ones eventually. So,
Aww.
so we got the 3 sizes. But what's really cool about her paint kits is you get a whole bunch of little babies in them. So, if you're kind of running out of your paint and you're looking for kind of something else to do outside of some of the courses, you can grab one of Yvette's paint kits. So they come all pre-packaged like so,
And
right?
that's a canvas board, right, Dee?
It's a full canvas. Yeah. So it's a canvas on a frame in here. And you get the image on here. And look at all the baby paints.
Oh, look at that. It's like a little tropic vibe. It's not every single color, but it's the colors that work with that kit. And look at
Mm,
this. It's, by the way, the
yeah.
canvases are really good quality. I was actually up in Canada testing them with Dee when she picked the canvases. So
So it's
there's,
like you get a full canvas that's framed, and then you got a little flower palette in there to put your paints on. And actually, we got Yvette's mixing color guide in the back here as well, too. So each one comes with the mixing guide, the flower palette, a
wait,
pack of,
hold that up. I want to, does this turn the image around? For those of you who have done my pattern silhouette course, do you recognize the design? We actually have 2 from the course as
oh yeah,
kits. So if you have that course, this is
cheetah.
2, yeah, 2 of the designs that I do in my printables. She's actually printed them on canvas for you guys. So if you don't want to do the drawing or the transfer, you can get a kit and it comes with all your supplies. You can just paint
Yeah.
and you can
And
get
then
creative.
we got Jam and Stan,
Jamming scan.
my
Aw.
little Frenchie. If you can see him in the back.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
You know what's
Yeah.
fun too? It's like even with jamming Stan, this is where I'm going to get really creative because my students know this about me. Hold up Jam and Stan again. You get this little guy to paint. Think of the fun things you could do with the earphones. You know, the pattern and design course that I teach? You could put patterns on his headset. You know, you could put a pattern in the background. So there's so many ways you can elevate these cute paintings. Plus, that guy just ended up in Hobby Lobby
That's right.
last month. So he's
Yeah,
famous.
he's famous. I should have had him here today. He went to go get his nails clipped. He's with my
Oh,
mother-in-law. He's at the
yeah.
spa.
He's
Yeah.
at the spa. I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Our dog's gotta have spa day.
So yeah, so I just, I really do want to just encourage you to pick up a kit. And actually what's kind of nice is we do have some deals on the kits online. So in the US, the kits are $49, but if you buy three, you get one free. And then you also get free shipping, right? So this is what I would do. And then in Canada, they're 65. Again, buy three, get one free. You get free shipping as well. If you picked up like a couple kits, you probably would end up with like, I would be strategic and like pick the ones that maybe have different colors all within them. And then you would just stockpile on a bunch of these little minis in the meantime while you're waiting for your big ones to come in.
Yeah.
And then you get to paint some fun canvas images that have the design on there and make your own creation out of Yvette's image. And we'd love to see. I'd love to see if any of you grabbed any and your own like creation that you made on it.
Yeah,
Because I
you've
know
got to
you're all
post it in the group.
yeah.
Because Dee's in the group too, so she'll be able to see your creations and then she can share it on their Facebook page too. By the way, you guys should go over and follow her the creative company.
Well,
Facebook.
yeah, we've been doing a lot of changing and shifting with our end here, but you can find us if you go like on Facebook, you go at Creative Company Shop, and it'll actually bring you to our Facebook page. And then I would suggest joining our mailing list on our website. Again, creativecompanyshop.com. We are going to start, being able, like, again, you can, if you're on the list, then we can be sending you the emails, letting you know about the special deals we're going to have leading up to the launch of the new bottles. We're going to start doing some fun things online too with some specials and things like that. So if you're on the list, then you can see when we do those things. So
And I'll post links in, like after the live, I'll go in and post links under the live feed. Because it will
yeah.
be, this feed's going to be recorded and posted to the group. So for everyone that couldn't join us today, you'll be able to see and hear all the good stuff that we have coming.
Yeah. But again, it's just been this really beautiful, again, not without this, not without ups and downs. It's not rainbows and sunshine every day, right? That's not life. But Yvette and I have just been supporting each other through it. And we inspire each other too, which is kind of nice. If one of us is feeling a little down and the other one pulls the other one out and vice versa, we do that to each other for each other all the time. And it really has been a true gift and joy and pleasure to be able to bring these Yvette St. products to market. And for those of you who have been purchasing them, it's just been it really is a dream come true for myself, Yvette, as artists to like see
Yeah.
this out in the world and to know that it's inspiring your creativity and you are using that beautiful paint to create your creations, like, what more could we ask for? It's just
Not much. I feel so, yeah, we're pretty privileged to have met each other and be a part of this community that I know I started with my team, but really I say it all the time, it's my students that are like making this group so exceptional. So I feel very privileged to have every single student that I do because you guys are so supportive and wonderful and supportive of each other that it's just the best place to be on Facebook. I mean, and I'm not like, I don't go on Facebook groups. I don't even, you and I, Dee, like we only use it to do our art stuff, like Messenger and my students. Pretty much that's it. I don't even do like personal Facebook stuff. It's just let's meet as many artists as we can around the world and support each other because that's really important. There's a lack of that, so we need to do more of that for sure.
Yeah.
But I just want to have a little bit of fun here for those of you that have joined me. Because I know Wanda, you said Coral Peach. Which out of the Tropic Vibe paints, which one is your favorite color and which one have you run out of?
Yeah, that's a good thing for us to know.
Yeah, we want to know what's your favorite color. Hope I can see the comments. Wanda, is Coral Peach your favorite? Have you run out of it? Is that why? Maybe Wanda isn't even on here anymore. I see hearts. I see lots of hearts.
We like hearts.
We like hearts. Okay. Well, while y'all think about it,
Yeah.
Wanda, yes, Coral Peach. There is a delay. Like I can tell because I'm seeing us talk, and there's like it's like 30 seconds or something too. It's really long.
Yeah. But you're getting used to this now that you're going to be bringing people on. I'm excited that you're going to bring people, some students on to talk.
I know. I need my students to be brave and offer up their face for Monday Lives.
Offer their face.
I
You know
know.
what? You'll be just fine.
Oh. Sorry, I said, oh, I was trying to read a comment and listen to you at the same time, and I wasn't doing a very good job. Hey, Wanda said she had trouble with the pineapples. Oh, she was doing one of my courses with the pineapples and had to use a lot of the Coral Peach to cover up and redo. Oh, Wanda, I'm sorry. But you know what? We'll get those big bottles for you for sure. Nancy says she's in a lot of groups, and Yvette's is the best group on Facebook. Aw, you're so sweet, Nancy. You know what we want to do though? Is Simone around?
I should get her.
Yeah, we want well, because we want to thank Dee and her amazing customer support team helping us with the paints, any issues that you have or have had. I want to show you the face behind the wonderful human being that is like I call her my soul sister.
I know she's awesome. Let me go get her. I'm
Go
totally
get
like,
her.
she has no idea I'm going to do this to her.
I know she's going to be so shy. We want to introduce you to Simone. She's like the sweetest person on the planet, and she really, really cares about you guys. She knows how much you all mean to me. So her and I connect. I met her last summer when I went to visit Dee, and we had an instant connection. Just she's got a beautiful soul. I mean, Dee's whole team is like that. I think that's why we work really well together. So I want you guys to meet her. She's so sweet. And somebody did say they love Simone here. So I want y'all to meet her. So it's just, look at my colors in the background. Look how pretty. I can't wait for these new colors to come out, you guys. What color are you most looking forward to? Is there a color that is missing from my tropic vibe that you'd like to see? Oh, you guys, Wanda. Yeah, she is very sweet. She says she's so sweet with her emails back to us. You can tell in the tone, right, of their emails how genuine they are.
Down in the chair.
Simone,
Hello.
we're glorifying you over here. Say hi to my Facebook group.
Hello, everyone.
My students. So I've had some comments saying Simone is the sweetest, and everybody's commenting how good your customer service is, and you're so sweet with your email replies. So I wanted to bring you on here and introduce you to everybody, and so they can see who the sweetheart is behind all the emails.
Well, thank you.
And I want to thank you for taking care of my peeps.
Of course, my pleasure.
Are you shell shocked right now?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm like packing kits in the back.
oh, she's packing some kits.
It's like, what are you doing? You're going to bring me on camera?
Yeah.
Oh, look. Hi, Simone. Wanda says hi. Oh, thank you for caring for us like you do.
Aw.
And then now I'm getting little infos on the colors. Coral peach, white, blues, and purples people want to see. Hello, Simone, Nancy says. Oh, thanks for caring like you do. So they really appreciate you, Simone. So do I.
Yeah, and you guys want to meet Frank?
Yeah.
Frank is okay. So this is Stan's brother, and he's staying with Auntie Simone right now while Marley is away. She's back on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was back. And
Yeah.
Marley's your sister. So this is actually Frank's brother. They have brother dogs.
This is Stan's brother.
Say hi, Frank.
Oh, He's stuck in my
Great.
pocket.
I know he's pretty big. He's the
I don't want Andy Simone. Isn't he the cutest?
he's so sweet.
Oh
Yeah,
my
are you
God.
jealous because your brother has a portrait behind
Right.
D and you don't have one yet?
He just wants to make out with Simone.
I know, he's pretty cheeky.
Aw.
Aww.
Hey, now your student, this is the team at the creative here. We have the Frenchies.
There's usually more dogs than one there too.
Yeah, sometimes when Frank and Stan are here together, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cuckoo, but they're pretty fun.
Yeah,
They are.
yeah. Frank is
Okay.
chill.
Joanne says amethyst is my favorite. A darker purple would be cool. Yeah, we've got some purple.
Yeah,
Joanne says, oh, the pop.
I know, right? Look how chill
Nancy,
he is.
hello, Simone. Wanda says, aw. You know, I'll share some of the comments too, because this is going to go live in the group and my student, the ones that are working are going to see this later and they always come. Some don't realize that we're not live anymore, which is really cute too. So I'll share their comments.
Yeah,
Aw.
got you.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, both of you.
having
Thanks,
me.
Steve, for finally, after a year, joining me on my live.
Yeah, so are we wrapping up? Is that the plan?
Yeah, well, is there anything else you want to share or say before we wrap up?
Well, we just want to thank you. And it's been we love what we're doing with you, Yvette. You know that.
Aw,
There's just so much more to come, and and we just want to thank your students, right?
Yeah.
Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing, and we truly appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. And we're here for you, and our plan is to be able to give you what you need so you can continue creating and be inspired with your art. And we're going to work hard to continue to do that for you. And we're all just going to have fun together.
Yeah.
we are. And yeah, thank you. Students, please thank these two ladies for everything that they're doing and their amazing customer service. And I just want to remind you that if you do have any issues, please don't be afraid to reach out. I mean, we're all taking care of you. And I just want to address too, sometimes emails don't get through, like you've sent them to me and then I forward them to Simone, or you've tried to reach the creative company and they haven't responded. That is a very rare, but we have found a few certain situations, the emails haven't gone through because there's always communication with me and Simone. Like we're always touching base and she really loves y'all like I do. And she really, really works hard to take care of you. I mean, she's always reaching out to me. So if you find there's an issue, just reach out to me. It's usually something to do with technology. We can't control technology sometimes, but we're not ignoring you. We really do listen and care. So we love you. Thanks for letting us put a face to the names. Love you all. Aw. Thank you,
Aw.
Wanda. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. Great to meet you. Nancy says thank you. Everybody says thank you. So
Aw.
I guess we should wrap up. Actually, we did pretty good, Dee. We got like an hour.
Yeah. Well, this won't be the last. I think we'll have to do this every now and then. We'll do a little coffee together because
Yeah.
I'd love to be there for any questions or suggestions or any of that stuff along the way too. So this won't be the last live. This was just the first one.
Now that I figured out how to bring somebody on.
Yeah.
But you know what? It'll be great because once we get the order shipped or we start pre-sales, we'll have you back on so we can explain what's going on.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Okay. Well, you and I will probably be talking again very soon.
Yeah. Well,
Bye.
we'll sign off the live, and we just want everyone to have a great rest of your week. And thank you for taking your time to even come on here and listen to us and get to know us a little bit more. We really appreciate it. And we'll see each other again.
Yes.
Sounds
I
good.
look forward to continuing to work with each and every one of you.
Aw, thanks, Simone. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna
Okay.
press that end button.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.